791 Gulf Islands in the North Pacific.
Victor Alpha 601. Phone PQ. I'm standing by. 27590. 27590.
How about that Victor Alpha station, Outer Banks, North Carolina? 9 Alpha Tango 791, Victor Alpha 601, Outer Banks, North Carolina. 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands.
9 Alpha Tango 791, out there in Gulf Islands. 73 this afternoon from Victor Alpha 601 in the Mobile in the island of the Outer Banks.
Yeah, you're sounding good in the portable as usual, my friend. I hope you're having a good day out there and some good DXing, and a happy belated New Year from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific.
Yeah, you as well. Happy New Year to you from Victor Alpha 601. Hopefully you're having a good day out there. Hopefully the weather is cooperating with you.
Yeah, it's a wet one as usual out here on the islands. Rainy and about 45 degrees. 45 degrees with rain coming down as usual for the winter.
Yeah, it's a little cooler today. It was warm here all last week, probably in the 70s. But today, I think it's probably only, the high will only be about 50. About 50 today. Is that Roger?
Yeah, Q5 copy on you. I got you 9 and 10S units here from the portable. Sounding good. Yeah, no, you got great weather down there. Being so at a southern latitude, you'll get those nice warm days in the winter as where we're being far north here at 48 degrees north latitude. There's no real big fluctuations on our island. No extremes. So nighttime temperatures around 40, 41. Daytime temperatures around 45 to 50 QSL.
Yeah, well, that's not bad. That's actually nice weather that you're having. I mean, it's not real cold. It is. In fact, it's pretty mild for the summer. I mean, for the winter, I would think.
Yeah, we got the mildest winters in Canada out here on these islands, I'll tell you. The rest of Canada is shoveling snow and in deep freeze, and it's just raining, and we're watching the garden grow. It's a very green place out here on these Gulf Islands.
Yeah, we heard that before. I was aware of that before, that for some reason, the temperature where you're at is almost like where I'm at. It's moderate. See, it doesn't get like extreme hot here like Florida, and it doesn't get extreme cold like up north. It's kind of like California weather, except for in the winter. It gets colder. It doesn't snow. We don't have ice. It doesn't snow. It doesn't get extremely cold.
Yeah, you got a great climate there. We can get snow once in a while, but it never lasts long. It never lasts long at all. It turns to rain right away because we are on the islands. We have the Pacific Ocean around us that really does regulate the temperature. But if you go inland from the ocean, farther inland, then you don't feel that regulating, the moderating effect from the ocean, and temperatures are definitely more extreme. So out on the islands, it's pretty tame out here for the weather, QSL.
Yeah, it's the same here. If it's the summer and you go inland, it gets hotter, and the further towards the inland you go in the winter, it gets colder. It's just because it's the same principle you've got. It's the water. So because you're close to the water, it regulates the temperature. Is that right?
Exactly, 100%, and I'm glad you understand that. Some people just don't get it. And the summers here, yeah, not super hot, 75, 80 degrees, and low humidity, but if you get inland, the summers are much hotter, and winters are definitely much colder. So it's nice to live out here on these islands. Yes, it does rain a lot here in the winter months, but that's okay. Like I say, we don't have to shovel it. It's not snow.
Yeah, it's Roger. Hey, what's your working condition there? Where's your working condition?
Okay, I'm running right now just about 30, 35, 40 watts out of this RCI 2980WX. And then I'm running a D104 microphone, Lollipop, pushing it through a 3-element flat side Serio Yagi beam, up about 26 foot to the boom. I do have extra power, but I don't need it on. I have it turned off right now. And we've spoke before. We've definitely talked before. Your sound in Q5, your audio is great, and your signal.
Yeah. Did you say that the antenna that you're using is an 8-element? Is it an 8-element?
No, a 3-element flat side Yagi, a Serio 3-element Yagi beam.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, you're making a fine trip with no problem. You sound great. But when you said 8-element, I was thinking, I said, I think the signal will be up just a little bit more. Maybe a couple more F units if you run out of it. But, yeah, you clarified it and said 3-element. Yeah, that makes sense to me now.
Yeah, I got you 9 and 10 S units. It's got a really good receive on this antenna. It can really pull in the signal. So I think I'm pointed about southeast of here into North Carolina. So, but yeah, your mobile always sounds good. We've spoken a few times before. I forget your name. You got Joe on this side, Juliet Oscar Echo, and 9 Alpha Tango 791. What was your name again?
Back and listen to people as I'm driving. I've heard you talk. I've heard you talk all around the country, into Australia, Zealand, and Iceland, and then I've heard you talk to other people there in Canada. So I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've talked before. I forget your name, though. My name is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo.
Yeah, it's John. Juliet Oscar Hotel November. John is my personal. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, John. That's right. Yeah, I'm 60 years old, so my memory's not as good as it used to be, but I always know you have one of the more powerful sounding mobile stations out there, because I do hear you in there talking all over as well, and you're always sounding Q5 out on this end.
Yeah, I think you've also talked to a couple of my other friends. I think you talked to Jim in Minnesota, and then you also talked to John, another John in New Mexico. Is that right?
Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, 100%. So we talked to the same guys. I don't know if you got any Europe in there today. It was really dead here for Europe, and I did work my friend this morning in Belfast, Northern Ireland, 68 Charlie India, 749, and that was it. No other European skip.
Yeah, well, that's good for you. That's a good contact for you to be able to talk into Europe. I know it's a lot harder for you. I gotta honestly say it's very easy for me to talk into Europe. All I do is make out one call, and I get like 30 people come back to me, because I'm the closest land point between the United States and Europe. I'm at the very closest point, and there's nothing between us but water. Is that Roger?
That's beautiful. You gotta like that. That's the same with me when I talk into the South Pacific, Asia Pacific, and Southeast Asia. There's nothing in the way. It's just Pacific Ocean, so it's easy to talk to those guys. So Europe, yeah, they come in here, but they haven't been coming in much lately. It's been pretty quiet on the band for Europe, so I was surprised. I put a call out there in 555 first thing this morning, and just for the heck of it, and there he was. He came back to me, so we had a nice 15 to 16 minute queue, so, and then he had to go for dinner, but yeah, no, it's good for you. Yeah, you're in a nice spot.
Yeah, my hardest thing to talk to is like Japan and stuff like that. Now I can talk easily into New Zealand and to Australia. They hear me with no problem. I mean, I was talking to Arthur last night, and he said he had a 509 on me. I had about a 59 on him in my truck, sitting here on the ocean Atlantic, and he had like a 509 on me. Of course, he's got a nice antenna. He designs his own antennas. He's very good. But my hardest part is like Japan and stuff. I get talking to South Korea a few days ago, and that was the first time that I've talked to South Korea in many, many, many years. But I was sitting here with my truck talking to South Korea. Now, it wasn't very long. It was only about a minute or so. But see, for me, that's very hard for me to go that way. I can go South Pacific, but I can't go to North Pacific. I can go where you're at in Alaska. But when it starts to get, like I said, Japan, in the Koreas or stuff like that, I just can't pick it up.
Yeah, that's a long way because you're going across the continental U.S. too. So yeah, for sure. But I know the guy in South Korea. I've worked him a few times. That's 100 Division. And he actually comes in pretty good. I've had some good QSOs with him. And I work Japan a fair bit, 25 Division, Echo Kilo 111 Shin in Saitama, Japan. I worked him the other day. But for you to get to him in the mobile, that's pretty darn impressive because you're a hell of a long way away over there in North Carolina, QSL.
And all of New Zealand with their problems. I just can't go past. It's hard for me to go to the North Pacific. The South Pacific's pretty easy, but the North Pacific for me is very hard. It's just the way things go. And of course, Europe, Africa, in the Middle East, and all that is like so easy for me. You know, I can talk to them clearly better than I can talk to you.
Yeah, I talked there, but not super great. Conditions always not the greatest propagation. I've worked, Canary Islands a lot of times in South Africa, but I wouldn't say it's always been Q5. We could have a QSO, but you definitely get them a lot better than I would. It's like when I talk to Hawaii, it's like talking to you. It's like, it's really, really good. I was Q5. I talked to them on AM and sideband, and I talked to them today in my mobile. When I was just leaving this morning, going to town, I just sitting in my driveway talking to Romeo Golf 010, Big Island. You've probably heard that guy.
Just a minute, my friend.
Is there a station in there?
Okay, thank you, my friend. Okay, my friend. Here, out there in the North Pacific, 73s and 51s. Hopefully, I talk to you again. The frequency is getting crowded, so I'm going to QSY. But 73s and 51s from 2 Victor Alpha 601 in the mobile. Have a great night. Ciao, ciao, and Happy New Year.
Thanks a lot there, John. Always a pleasure. Your mobile sounding great as usual from North Carolina. And all the best in 2025. And cheers in 73s to Victor Alpha 601, North Carolina Portable, Outer Banks, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Wave until next time. Have a great day. Stock power out of the radio.